Hi everyone, welcome to Hineni Yoga, and we will continue to explore the month of Elul today as we really bring our attention to endings and to transitions. Elul is the final month in the Hebrew calendar, and it prepares us for the new year, for Rosh Hashanah. But that process of really ending the year and getting ready to transition to the next is often an afterthought. So quickly we rush to the next thing. But today we are going to bring attention and awareness to how to exit a pose gracefully as we transition to the next. And this will help us bring awareness to our own life off the mat. And if you like this video, please subscribe so we can continue to connect with you, creating community. We'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. Widening the knees, toes touch, sinking the hips back, walking the hands forward, releasing the head down to the mat, taking a few breaths here, just letting yourself settle in, leaving anything behind that you don't want to bring with you today on this journey, and just creating space for newness, for renewal. Big inhale, filling the body with fresh air. Long exhale. And we'll come up onto all fours, rooting the hands down into the earth, feet pressing down into the mat. And we'll float the right leg up, taking a moment to pull the belly in and up. And we'll begin to take small circles with the leg, bringing in the sacred time of the year, the sacred wisdom of Elul. Really feel yourself bringing attention to the back of the leg, engaging through the glutes and the hamstrings. And we'll reverse the circle. You might find it pulls you off your center, but you can pull the belly in and up and really engage through the leg to help give you stability. We'll take an inhale, lengthening all the way from the crown of the head through the toes. Exhale, knee comes in as you round the back. 2 more times like this. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, curl. Last time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, pulling the knee in, and then we'll step the foot through as the hips soften downward. Maybe taking a few sways here, opening up the body, and beginning to bring your attention to how you would like to end this year. Are there projects that you've started that you haven't completed? Maybe there's a book that you're halfway through, but you haven't finished it. Or a relationship with a friend that you've begun, but you really haven't taken it to the next level. So bring this to your attention and see how you can move that to a beautiful ending as we gently and mindfully transition into a hamstring stretch. And let's do that 2 more times, really noticing how you can be in a lunge and just get to the hamstring stretch, but really you miss that whole opportunity. You could be in your lunge and thoughtfully transition, really noticing how the leg is lengthening, how the body is opening up. And it's a very different experience for the body and for your mind. Let's do that one last time. Deep breath. And we'll, with awareness, walk the hands back as the leg breathes open. We'll meet back on all fours, lengthening and floating the left leg up, beginning to take circles with the left leg, really engaging through the belly, engaging through the leg, activating the hamstring and the glute, the entire backside of the body. And we'll reverse our circles, continuing to pull in and up as you bring in this sacred energy of Elul. Inhale, lengthening the leg all the way through the crown of the head. Exhale, pulling the knee in and up. 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, curl. Last time. Inhale as the leg reaches. Exhale, pulling the leg in and then stepping it through for a low lunge. Softening down, swaying back and forth, just creating openness to allow space for graceful exits. And we'll practice the transition again as we shift the hips back, really working through this transition thoughtfully and mindfully. Breathing into the hamstring, into any pockets of tightness. And we'll do that 2 more times. Low lunge, exiting with thoughtfulness, and transitioning to the next pose. Gentle bend if it feels better for you today. One last time. Inhale forward, and gentle, thoughtful exhale back. Let's meet back on all fours, tucking the toes, lifting the hips up into a down dog. Begin to pedal at the feet if it feels good to you. Maybe gazing backwards, gazing back at the year. Taking it all in and imagining, how do you want to close the door? We'll walk to the top of the mat, releasing the head, allowing the body just to soften over the legs. And then we'll roll up to standing. Big breath here. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Head releases towards the mat. We'll step the right leg back, knee down to the mat, left leg to meet it. And you can decide, how do you want to exit this pose? Maybe it's a modified plank, maybe it's a full plank, or maybe it's staying on all fours. You decide. And on an inhale, we'll gently release down to the mat, letting the earth support us through the sacred cycle of time. Inhale, heart opens as the elbows peel back, releasing back down. And again, how do you want to exit this pose? Maybe you want to tuck your toes and come through plank, or you want to come back to all fours. You decide as you come up, meeting back into down dog. Gazing back on the year. Gazing back on your experiences. Is there a place where you'd like to change the ending? Take a pause as you see yourself doing so. And we'll walk back to the top of the mat, releasing the head and rolling back up to standing. And we're really going to bring our awareness as we circle around the mat to these transitions. And this cycle of time is present as we move through the mat. So we'll do so thoughtfully, taking the pauses that you need to introspect and just listening to your body. Let it guide you, letting this be your experience of exit. We'll inhale, sweeping the arms up. We'll step the right leg back, taking a moment to find your footing. Big breath in, and we'll sweep the arms up, allowing the fingertips to reach up as you root down through the feet, pulling the belly in and up, and magnetizing the back, bringing awareness to the prior year. Deep breath here, and on an inhale, we'll open up to star pose. And we'll begin to open up space, filling the room with all of the possibilities for how we can exit this year. We'll reach the arms up and begin to bend the knees as the hands come to our heart. And as we come into this place of returning to tshuva, really allow the body just to return to its truest self, letting that guide you, letting that help you navigate graceful endings. Let's do that a couple more times at your own pace, really feeling this return to you as you do this accounting of the year. One more time. Big, expansive opening. And then we'll change our perspective, looking back, seeing this ending differently. Taking a moment here, breathing through the body, allowing yourself to see things as you'd like them to end. And we'll sweep the left arm up and over, opening up space for renewal, for newness, for change. We'll bring the hands down to the mat. Right foot meets left, releasing the crown of the head, sitting the hips back, rising up to chair pose, really sitting back into the year. And on an inhale, we'll open and lift. Exhale, twist, twisting out the old. Big inhale, lengthen through the body. Exhale, twisting out anything you want to leave behind. We'll do that one more time. Big inhale, exhale, twisting as you gaze behind. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale as we meet at the top of the mat. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking a pause here, a moment to connect to you. We'll step the left leg back, warrior one, arms sweeping up, allowing the hips to steer themselves forward, inner thighs pulling and hugging in. We'll clasp the hands behind the back, opening up the heart on an inhale, and exhale, releasing down, letting the old roll off your back, letting anything go that doesn't serve you. Inhale, reaching the arms back up. Exhale as you pivot the feet to the side wall, bringing the hands to the waist. Big breath here, reaching the hips back and gently folding over. Head reaching towards the mat. Deep breath, continuing to release the old. Maybe walking the hands forward as you pull the hips back, becoming aware of the back body. And then we'll walk the hands and the feet forward to the top of the mat. Right foot meets left, releasing the head and gently rolling up. Taking a deep breath here, really doing an accounting of the year. What can you still change? You have time. You can end the year differently. So take a pause, one big breath, letting yourself take in the year evaluating, accounting, and we'll allow that to help guide us as we do the second side. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll step the right foot back, arms lifting up, and take a moment to ground here. Sometimes we think we need to be so strong in poses, but the strength comes from softening. So actually become bendable. As you breathe, soften through the body and let this softness open you up to new opportunities. Big inhale, long exhale. And we'll sweep into star pose, filling the room with possibilities. And as we bring the hands to the heart, we'll bend the knees, returning to our truest self to be our guide. Allow your body to just open up to all that's possible. Tapping into your truest essence. We'll do that 2 more times. Releasing anything that keeps you from shining your fullest light. We'll come back and meet at the center, and we'll pivot towards the back of the mat, taking a pause here as you sit down into a warrior 2, letting this warrior strength help you make any necessary changes. We'll inhale the right arm up and over, creating space for change. Exhale as we meet down at the mat. Left foot steps in, releasing the head. We'll bring the sitting bones down, lifting up into chair pose. Feeling your strength and your power as you sit back into the prior year. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, wringing out the old. Big inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, gazing back. One more time. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, twisting it out. Inhale and exhale. We'll meet back at the top of the mat, hands to our heart, and we'll step the right foot back, warrior 1. Allow the hips to pivot forward, really hugging in the inner thighs, reaching through the feet. Big breath here. And then we will clasp the hands behind the back. Inhale, opening the heart to love. Exhale, releasing down, letting anything you want to let go of pour off the back. We'll inhale, meeting back in warrior 1. Exhale, pivoting the feet to the side of the mat, hands on your waist, reaching the hips back as you forward fold. Crown of the head releasing down, waving off the old, sweeping it away. And taking a pause here for introspection. Elul is the time to introspect, to account, to open to forgive yourself. And breathing all of these beautiful thoughts through the body. And we'll walk the hands forward, pulling the hips back, continuing to open up space for change, for letting go. We'll walk the hands back in as we pivot the feet to the top of the mat. Step the left foot to meet the right, head down, and we'll gently roll up to the top. We'll take a big inhale as we sweep the arms up. Exhale through the heart. And we'll practice transitions in movement. Because again, so often we shift to the right leg and we knock ourselves over because we don't focus on the process of the transition. So let's really transition, kind of taking a few moments to see what that feels like when you shift the weight to the right, transition, shift the weight to the left. When we just get there, we can often swing off. So balance is improved by the state of transition. So on an inhale, we'll transition and shift to the right leg, reaching for the knee, the left knee, and go ahead and grab the foot behind you if you're able to, reaching the right arm up. And then kick into the palm, opening up. You'll be feeling this back wall magnetizing, opening through the chest. Exhale, release. Taking a moment, letting go of all of the old, maybe taking a few preparatory shifts. And on our next breath, we'll shift into the left leg, reaching for the right knee, grabbing the right foot in the palm of the hand. Left arm sweeps up, and then begin to kick. Kicking back, kicking away the old as you open up the heart. Continue to expand and open. One more breath, and then we'll release down, meeting at the top of the mat, sweeping the arms up, and exhale as you come down into a squat, connecting with the earth. Inhale, opening up to the side, feeling the body expand and open. Release. We'll reach the right arm up and open. Big breath here. Exhale, release. And then we'll come down on the mat. Legs extend forward. Big inhale as you lengthen up, reaching up, and then begin to walk the hands forward as you drape over the body. Maybe placing the hands under the knees for support. If you want to put a gentle bend in the knees. And just releasing down, giving yourself a moment here to let go. Just to release anything that you want to let go of as you close the doors. One more breath here. And then we'll gently make our way down onto the mat for a back bend. Placing the hands beside the hips, rooting into the earth. And on an inhale, we'll press the feet down, lifting the chest up, reaching for the hands as you roll the shoulders back, opening up to infinite possibilities as you gracefully exit and transition through the year. One more big breath here. And then we'll release top of the back, middle back, lower back, bringing the knees into the hands. And allow the knees to really rest into the hands, giving yourself traction here. Imagining that you're letting everything release, holding into the knees, supporting yourself. Maybe circling the knees. Allowing the earth to support you. And then we'll lengthen out the legs for Shabbat pose, letting the earth hold us. Tshuva, accounting, making changes, and introspecting can be difficult. But you have done it here today on this mat, and you can do it in your life. The poses are our decisions and can help guide us in how to thoughtfully exit and transition. So take a few breaths here, settling into this knowledge that you can change anything that's happened this year and end it gracefully. 2 big breaths. And then begin to gently Awaken the wrists and fingers, the feet, the ankles. And we'll allow that to pull us to the side as we come back to seated. Hands to heart. Thanking ourselves for being here, for our presence, for our awareness, for our resiliency. And I hope you carry this into your day, into your week. Much love to you. Have a lovely day, lovely week.